Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Second and 9 now. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting. Break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. You look at this Buffalo defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Slot man moves right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Fournette is in for a touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Allen now on first down.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen going to throw. And his throw's going to be.
He looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. Both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All all that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And now an audible here into something else.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion left goes Boyd.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Let's go. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for 3rd down. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
In motion right here, Boyd. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
3rd and 12. In motion left is Higgins.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Brown. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Come on, set.
They run with Howard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Blues have retaken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 2nd and 10. In motion left is Higgins. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To the air, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finding Taysom Hill complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd down and 6.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. look to throw now on first down. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Blues have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. Offensive coordinator, sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception roles they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now he's loose at the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
It's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go now.
They'll go with a keeper.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now this time he'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. pass complete to Hines.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Escapes the defender.
And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Allen.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club, my crown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. You need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rule to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy, just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me read the whole club. Yeah, I should have served her.